I think that's some good levels for everything. Cool. Hey everybody. Welcome to first brunch of the apocalypse. It's honestly just a hangout stream while I'm eating brunch food, and we just talk about shit. It's mostly for me to give you all updates on what is happening behind the scenes and what's going to be coming up as far as the channel and streaming goes. Everybody, including RPG, I didn't expect to see you back here so soon. Glad to have you around again. True North adding all the requests apparently to the thread. Thank you for that. We are popping bottles, Ron T, because mimosas are the common brunch drink. They're like the communion wine of sleeping in and eating breakfast while still having alcohol. So, alright, let's see if I can do this correctly. Alright. Seems like a decent start. And now we add the OJ. Okay. I think we got it. Fan bloody tastic. And of course we have the music stopping again because haha, why wouldn't it keep going through the whole time? Someday I'll get this damn thing working the way I want it, but that's not today. I already had enough fun reinstalling OBS from scratch and reinstalling all my plugins. Good times, but things work now, so I'm glad for that. I hope all of you have been doing well today. Oh. Luke, Angie is doing better. I can tell that she's her feisty self again by the nice cut that she opened up on my finger while I was trying to give her antibiotics today. But she's doing well. She's eating, using the litter box, jumping up on furniture, waking me up at 3 in the morning for early feedings, all the stuff I'm used to with her. So that's nice to see again. I'll probably be bringing in Monty at some point just so we can have some cat for the stream. Gotta pay the cat tax, and Angie is hiding in her cubby. I don't think she likes me very much at the moment. And yes, I know I'm not wearing a hat, but honestly, I just didn't feel like wearing one today. That's completely all it is. Nothing weird. This isn't actually secretly a tape or anything like that. It's just letting it loose today. So, here's the important stuff about what I want to tell you for upcoming this month on the channel. Because some of you know we're going to be doing GTA tomorrow night, and then I'm off for the weekend because my mom's coming to visit. We'll be picking up again with Stupid Streaming Show on Monday. I fully intend on doing it live and probably doing a couple stream tests in private before then, just to make sure everything's okay. But next week is March, and there is a lot going on in March. I will be doing some coverage of the men's NCAA basketball tournament. I'm planning on doing GTA at 7 p.m. Central Time. So, but if people want me to start earlier, I can do that too. I can even do 6:30 if that works for people. Oh, and by request, I'm going to do GTA for about another couple of sessions, like 3 or 4 more. Yep, specifically GTA 3. The original GTA 3, not Vice City or Liberty or Liberty City Stories, or whatever those other expansion packs are. Oh, Detroit 2, Washington nothing. Ah, cool. I would expect as much out of Washington. They're really suffering right now with Ovechkin being out of the lineup. I think he still might be for dealing with the death of his father. But after about another month, 2 months of doing some GTA streams, we're going to do them every other week, space them out. And then we're going to put it to rest for a little bit. And we are going to do, by request, Portal 2. I'm very much looking forward to that one. And I am also planning on putting up a poll of what game to play after that. I just want to give the GTA some breathing room so we don't all get sick of it. We get a little bit of variety in there. You know, we will come back to it. Just, you know, switch things up. And I've been making a list of other games that I'm going to suggest. We got some nice bangers on the list. I am very much looking forward to that. Also, you know, we're on the downhill slide into not only the NHL playoffs, but also the NBA playoffs. I'll be covering more NHL than NBA, but I'll try to keep an eye on the NBA from the corner of my eye. And also, Washington got a power play goal, and hello, Justin, welcome. I am going to be doing coverage of the women's college basketball tournament, which starts on March 1st. I want to get a couple of those games in as well, just because, you know, I've enjoyed watching the women's college basketball so far this season, and I want to see how crazy it can get for the tourney. Oh yeah, this was definitely needed. And UConn won? UConn wins? Yeah. Well, maybe not. There are some other schools, South Carolina, Utah, Stanford. Maybe I may have something to say about that. Welcome, MKI. Glad to have you here. I'm not sure where the Huskers are currently in the stands. Wait a minute, we're still on the power play. Was it a double minor or major or something? Anyway, and for the NCAA tournament, I'm planning to do a couple of games per round. That's it. I'll try to get like the matchups that interest me, maybe with some teams that make me laugh, which is why I'm really, really hoping that Moorhead State wins the Ohio Valley Conference, just so that we can, you know, fight for Moorhead, like all good people should. And yes, I am aware that the regular season of Major League Baseball does start on March 30th. I am planning to pay a little bit more attention to that this year, but not much. And if I get bored, I'm probably going to just read The Great Gatsby on stream or something like that. Damn, a 5-minute major? What the hell did they get a 5-minute major for? And usually those get handed out for fighting, and there's two of them at the same time. Getting one all by itself is kind of a rarity. Oh god, I think I remember. Which site did we crash? I think I forgot, but oh god, it was one of those sports sites, and we weren't all supposed to log on at once. I remember it now. I don't have a brain sometimes. But let me see. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I have notes. I could use them. And also, if there are any special sporting events that you want me to take a look at, I'll keep my eyes open. Oh god, that's right. For the Division 3 game, and then we crashed the Division 3 video site because we all got in there at once. I heard about that, Michael. About them doing a 15-second pitch clock. Honestly, maybe a season of adjustment, and the players and the coaches are going to find their ways around dealing with that, I think. It will not take too long. Ooh. Both Nebraska men's and women's are at 14 wins, but the men's team has had some very big wins. They could win their next 3 and then win 3 in the Big Ten tournament. And will that be good enough to get them an invite to the NCAA? Or are they looking more like an NIT squad at this point? Oh, I'm sure there would be a number of balks at the beginning of the season, but honestly, I don't think we get enough balks in baseball. Aside from the fact that they also really upset the players and the fans. Probably NIT. Hey, at least it's a tournament. You're not just sitting at school for the rest of the semester, actually having to go to classes and shit. But yeah, the regular streams that we have, Stupid Streaming Show, Ass Talk, and of course, every other week gaming stream, those are still going to be happening. It's just on all the other days I'm going to try to keep my eyes open for other interesting sports events. Just, stuff that I should be keeping track of, because until people mentioned it, I forgot baseball season was arriving, and yeah, it's closer than we thought. Oh, and to answer your question, I probably wouldn't be streaming the men's NCAA championship, because that's going to be on a Monday night, and I kind of already have plans for Monday nights. Is there anything else in the notes that I need? Okay, yeah, we'll probably have about 4 more GTA streams, and near the end of April we'll begin Portal 2. I am going to, when the tournament does come, the NCAA tournament, I'm going to do the first 4, because we might as well give them some time. And like I said, 2 games per round. One of the games I view will be open to voting. The other I will select. And let me make a note for some darts. Now, I do know that they televise darts. I've seen it more than once pop up on not only the YouTube, but also ESPN. Hello, Bruce. Nice to see you. How long, True North asks, until the NFL adds another regular season game so that the Super Bowl can be before President's Day? Into Monday holiday. Oh, yeah. 8 years. Ooh. Probably around the time that Roger Goodell is still overseeing the league and it's just his head in a glass jar suspended in fluid. I think that's when we might get another regular season game. Yeah, it would be nice if they had a second bye week. Meantime, the Hurricanes are up 2-0 on the Blues, and Detroit is up 2-1 on the Caps at the end of the first period. I'm also going to make sure to stream the Caps whenever they could have a really potentially embarrassing loss. You know, the Schadenfreude effect. People love that shit. And if we do get an all-Canadian series anywhere in the NHL playoffs, I will be covering that in full. Nice, Bruce. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Is there anything else that I forgot to cover? I don't think so. Nope. Nope, thank goodness. That's all there and all taken care of. And meanwhile, Ducks and Lightning are 0-0 at the end of the first period. Ducks putting up a fight against Tampa Bay. Nice to see. Okay, True North, question for you. Legit question. If you think that there will be 2 more NFL teams, where are they going to be? I know there's all sorts of candidates, including past cities that have had them. St. Louis, maybe San Antonio, because that city, whenever the XFL has come back, or any football league has come back there, they have turned out in droves to support a team. If they really wanted to be brave, they could bring back the Dayton Triangles, but I don't think they're that brave. Luke thinks Austin and St. Louis. Omaha, maybe, but no. True North says Mexico City and somewhere in Europe. Oh. Oh, man. Ugh. Well, you know, turnabout is fair play. I mean, fans like Luke have been staying up through all ungodly hours to watch, the NFL get broadcast very late for him in America. Maybe it's about time that we had to suffer through some 3 a.m. games. What's up, Ron? Just enjoying some mimosa and going over upcoming things and other stuff that, as it comes up, any questions that we may have. Toronto. Yeah. I still don't think that the NFL will get a foothold in Canada unless they make some kind of arrangement worked out with the CFL. I mean, it was pretty big when the CFL made its first foray into America with the Baltimore Stallions way back in the day. And then it only took a year before finally Baltimore got their own NFL franchise. Is hockey more of a Canadian sport or an American one? I'd say it's more of a northern sport than a southern sport. In the same way that the early days of football, the focus, most of the teams were in the mid-Atlantic, in that Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio sort of area. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's just also got a little bandage on my pinky finger. I've already chilled this thing enough. It doesn't need any more cold. Salt Lake City is a possibility. It is. Oh, God. Michael, I actually actively remember that because by the oddest of coincidences, I was homesick that day from school when it was announced that Baltimore was getting an NFL franchise. And I remember it very clearly because the guy we had just elected governor at the time in Maryland, Paris Glendenning, had apparently made a promise somewhere on his campaign trail that he would not hold a public press conference until he had a signed contract with the NFL to bring a an NFL franchise back to Maryland. So yeah, it was exciting until I learned that we were going to be stealing it from Cleveland, and yeah, that really took the wind out of my sails as far as being excited about the Baltimore Ravens. I still respect everything that they've been able to accomplish since they became a franchise in the NFL. But it really feels like we stole a good team from Cleveland right as they were getting their shit together and could possibly have gone on to dominate their division and parts of the NFL for a good while. So, exactly, Luke. None of the original six were south of the Manson-Nixon. Yeah, and look at Cleveland since. They had to start from scratch, essentially. Which, anytime you have to start anything like that from scratch, organizational or otherwise, it's rough. That was the scuttlebutt, MKI. That Daniel Jones wanted a $45 million a year contract. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit upsetting for the Giants fans because they've already had enough fun and they're still trying to, just enjoy the fact that they're competitive again and that Brian Daboll has gotten the best out of one Daniel Jones. Oh yeah, when the Stallions were there, like, Baltimore embraced the hell out of it. I think mostly as sort of like a middle finger to the NFL. Because they're saying, hey, we can still support a team here. What the hell took you so long? Hello, Kip. Welcome. Alright. I think that level of mimosa will probably knock me out real early. How much of this bottle do I got left anyhow? Okay. Decent amount. Oh. Oh, Kip, I did announce it earlier that after a couple more GTA 3 sessions, I'm going to be doing Portal 2 for game streams. And I will also be taking some extra time to think about what possible games I can add to the schedule. And I'll be asking the community about that as well. So, give it a think. I'm kind of oriented more toward console releases than PC because doing PC games right now would be an absolute fucking nightmare as far as my setup is concerned. And all the computer equipment I have is just barely enough to survive the single tasks that I mean for it to do. So, maybe someday in the future when I have a little bit more money, I could sink some processing power and cash into a machine that could do PC gaming. But right now, I'm kind of sticking toward console. But we are going to... I'm going to try to give up a choice of consoles from which to choose. And before you think about it, I will refuse to play Call of Duty. Sorry. Well, Luke, also funny that you bring that up. Because I also did a lot of thinking today, and the bullshit that I went through last night with, I think just that update for OBS that I tried to do before before the stream just borked the software in some way. Because all the same moves I tried last night worked today. No too much thinking. And, yeah, I think I just might have done something when I was trying to do too many updates at once. How the hell you're gonna get fired on your week off? Damn. RPG, I do have Resident Evil 4. I had put that on the list, actually, when I was doing the first poll of what I should do, which was the one that Grand Theft Auto 3 run. I'm trying to decide between Resident Evil and another one. Yes, well, let's just say, Luke, that I have a lot of reading to do, a couple of tests to study for, and I may have to grow up and learn how to manage things. And possibly abuse every connection that I have that is even minorly technical computer website related. Just saying, last night's streaming show disaster put a few things into perspective for me. And yeah. Oh yeah, daunting and exciting. Absolutely. But like I said, it's going to be a slow process in the background. I mean, I'm just now getting to the point where I've decided to get an actual custom thumbnail for Ass Talk. It's in the works right now. Hopefully I'll be able to have it for you by next week when Ass Talk returns. The remake of Resident Evil 1, you say? Alright, let's find the paper and we'll write down this statement. We got the RE1. It's alright, Foster. We just hanging out. I am getting slowly, well, rather quickly sloshed on mimosas because, you know, brunch of the apocalypse. And Left 4 Dead 2. Not Left 4 Dead 1? I mean, I understand I think the only real difference between them is that Left 4 Dead 2 adds melee weapons, and the original Left 4 Dead was all guns. And meanwhile, Liverpool lost to Real Madrid. Doom. The original Doom. I think I might have, that might actually be able to happen. I just have to make sure that I have, access to one. Yes, Foster, you are correct. It is Fat Tuesday. First Brunch of the Apocalypse will mostly happen when I want to just sit down like this, give people a preview of upcoming events and streams and scheduling for the channel, you know, talk to people for ideas, and just chill, really. You know, it would, yeah, RPG, it would be fun because that's another one of the long list of games that I have never played. So, and that list is very long indeed. So, yeah, I've heard about that, Kip, that the sort of acid test for any piece of technology is, can you run Doom on it? I don't know if this is your internet or nay. I mean, I've still got... Oh, nope. There's the redness. There's the red. Yep. There it goes. There it is. And oh, the joys of Comcast. Oh. Oh, Left for... You consider Left 4 Dead was a... Okay. Considered more of a polished game. Yeah, RPG, we get... every once in a while, Comcast remembers that, oh yeah, I suck, and completely throttles my internet connection. Oh, Southern food. Now that sounds like a good Fat Tuesday. Are we getting in like the mashed potatoes, some greens? You know, maybe a bit of cornbread in there? Are we going real classic or sort of updated classic? No, RPG, if anything on my channel ever just dies, it is most likely my internet. It has, you know, I will feel wonderful if someday we can manage to break up the fiefdoms that the broadband companies have carved out of America and its internet system. Ooh, that does sound like a good meal, Foster, with cheese biscuits and potato salad. Nice. Just out of curiosity, Justin, which Zelda were you thinking of? Because as we know, there are a lot of Zeldas in this world, and people have their favorites. And Luke, you can make all the requests you want, really. If you decide to make a lot of them, I will save them. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to make individual playlists to save requests from people. And it's actually helping me organize things a lot better and make sure that everybody, you know, can get a song or two in for every show. So I don't mind starting up a list for you. Not at all. Absolutely not. All the Zeldas at once. Oh yeah, True North made 6, so it's not a problem. It's absolutely not a problem. Logan puts in like 4 or 5 every week, so he gives me a great variety of things to choose from. I'm very thankful for it. Now, I know that there are, because I've seen speedrunners do it, there are certain ways where you can play 2 games at once with one controller, but I am not that talented, and anybody who saw the Portal stream knows how not talented I am at video games. Like I've said, I am the equivalent of your younger brother playing your video game that you've mastered, only you can't snatch the controller away from me. Every rose has its thorn. I will make a note of that, Luke. Thank you. Oh yeah, RPG. My internet is very much contemplating what it wants to do with its life, and it still hasn't figured it out. Oh, grad school is not for everyone. Oh, I had a good time with the Portal stream too, Luke. You know, it was just, 18 or 19 deaths on the final boss were a little bit frustrating. And, yeah, I'm not going to argue about the best Zelda game. Link to the Past is great. You know what? I can go far back, but, Link to the Past sounds like a good one to add on there. Thank you. Oh, right. We're going to start on the power play because of that 5-minute major carrying over from last period. True North's updating me on the Detroit-Washington game. We're only down by 1 to them. It's 2-1. And nope, I didn't have a thought there. Absolutely not a thought there. Not a single thought in my head. Just a lot of mimosa. Dishonored. Oh. Okay, I'll add that to the list. I think I've probably seen it at my local game reselling retailer. You're kidding me. You're kidding me, MKI. Westbrook is signing with the Clippers? Did I already know that, or did I miss that? Did the Clippers still have... damn it, I forget what his name is. Laughing Man from Toronto and formerly San Antonio. Is he still with them, or is he just permanently injured now? And meanwhile, they hit the goalpost. Nice. Oh yeah, no, a lot of those older games are really cheap, and I've gotten some pretty fantastic ones for a much lower price than I expected, thanks to the kindness of whoever wanted to trade them in for a couple bucks. Oh, that was the question I wanted to ask. For the suggestion I got of the Resident Evil 1 remake, is there a recommended console that you all would suggest doing that one on? Red Dead Redemption. And no RPG. I know of the BioShock games, but I have not played them. But they do happen to be sitting in my stack. There's a big stack of games in a little closet near my front door. Kawhi Leonard. Yes, that's his name, Kawhi Leonard. He's stuck in my head as Laughing Man because of that one press conference that made its way around the internet as a meme. Yeah, I've heard such things RPG that it's kind of like a GTA except with horses and wide open spaces. Okay, so I should be looking for PS4 and and the X-Bone. Got it. Oh, Skyrim. I told y'all way back near the beginning of this channel, I would play Skyrim if somebody could get me a mod that changed the faces of all the NPCs into Bob Barker from The Price is Right. Oh, Kip, I do not doubt your love of the Ace Combat games, and I really enjoyed that track that you requested Monday night. It got the blood pumping, gave me chills. Enjoyed it very much. And it's honestly, whenever I find video game music and put it on the show, I do my best to list all of the people who actually wrote it, because I don't think people who write video game music get enough credit for the work that they put in, especially, for older music where they were working through, much more limited sound selections and only so many channels that they could work with at a time. If you all want a really underrated video game soundtrack that has some solid bangers in it, I know you can download it for free online, but go look for Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy. Oh yes, Tom. We got mimosas. That officially makes it brunch. Oh, that's another one I could Journey. I forgot that game existed. Oh, and there's Assassin's Creed, Black Flag. Do what you want, because a pirate is free. Let's be a pirate. Hope the day has been treating you well, Tom. And, did you wake up as a unicorn today? Just, hoping for good things for you. Oh, the final mission? Yeah. Let's check that out. Ace Combat 0 soundtrack. Oh yeah, we got the mimosas, the cheese biscuits, game suggestions coming out. And I think I'll start further down the line with RDR1, and then we'll take it from there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about for today. But nope, I think that's it, really. But, because I've run out of things to talk about, we are going to get Oh, Sticks! You are just in time for the arrival of Monty. I picked him off of my bed where he was sleeping very comfortably. And as soon as he figures out what's happening, he's going to run out in a panic. But it's been nice having y'all here, and you definitely deserve some cat time today. Just let me recap for Sticks. March is going to be packed full between college basketball and the NHL, and definitely some more GTA streams coming our way. I've been taking suggestions for future games to play, and we got some good ones on here. Everything from Left 4 Dead 2, Link to the Past, Red Dead Redemption, Dishonored, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Bioshock, Journey, Ace Combat Zero. My Angie is doing well. She is back to her rambunctious self, and the wound on my pinky definitely is a testament to that. Hey, don't worry about it, Sticks. You know, when your stomach is rebelling against you, there's very little you can do about that. It's all right. And he's figured out what's happening, and now he's going to leave. Oh, good times. And let me write that down before it goes away. Where is it? Oh, yeah, L.A. Noire. I remember that name. It was that was a 360 game, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I can't remember. The brain cells are disappearing faster. Well, not fast enough. Let's help that along, shall we? I'm going to pay for this later. Absolutely going to pay for this later. But you know what? At the moment, I don't care. Oh, God. Oh, why'd you have to bring up Mike Tyson's Punch-Out True North? Oh. It had to be Punch-Out. Oh. Oh, I know of Twisted Metal. Never played it. But I think I could get my hands on it. Oh, Half-Life. Half-Life will be coming. Half-Life will be coming along. Oh, Guitar Hero. Man. It is the weirdest thing. I play guitar. I've played guitar ever since 4th grade. And I cannot wrap my head around Guitar Hero. It just does not work for me. Like, I think it's just because you have to keep your fingers in the same place the whole time, and I'm so used to moving them around to change when the chord changes come. It goes against me, every instinct that I have for playing music, even if it is with a little plastic ukulele. And I keep wondering when I dropped my pick, but I'm never holding a pick for it. Damn, that's brutal, Luke. Well, at least you could have learned some Spanish in the meantime. Maybe? I did actually, on a whim, just because I've heard of how hard it is, buy DJ Hero and the controller for it. But that's also because I'm kind of a sucker for remixes, and I admire DJs for the skill that they have. So, yeah, that one's going on the list too. Oh God, Dragon Force. Oh, this is. Oh, it's difficult. It's just a different skill set. I'm sure that if I practiced it for a good while, that I could be decent at it. But you know, those guys who can do like any song by request as their audience asks for it on Twitch, like, they're miles ahead of me. I'm very far away from that. Hey, Luke, all you need is a couple things at a time. I'm of the firm belief that everybody can play at least one song on guitar, and that's really all you need. Alright, True North, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, anybody who can DJ, you know, I respect it. Not only for the ability of manipulating the turntables, the CD, whatever song, but matching the timing, the way they flow into each other. Alright, this is the last thing that I'm going to recommend before I get out of here, and I am going to get out of here. There is an album by one Mr. Fatboy Slim called On the Floor at the Boutique. And it is actually a recording of a live set that Fatboy Slim spun at a place called the Boutique before it got torn down. And it is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It is like an exercise CD for me. It just gets me going. Oh, you're talking about Spanish. Okay. Oh, thank you for that clarifying note, Kip. Even except 7. All right. Hey. There's still time to get spoiled, Justin. The world of music is so big, it's impossible to know everything. So, like I said on Monday night, never have FOMO. I'm still discovering stuff all the time. So never feel ashamed for the music you haven't listened to, because there's an endless supply out there. Just think of yourself as one of the lucky 10,000 who get to discover it today. And with that, folks, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode of the first brunch of the apocalypse. I might even be able to get this bloody thing to work. Yes, there it is! And of course it shot back up to 100 again because... Man, fuck me for trying to be professional. Well, thank you all for being here. I just really want to hang out with you guys for a little while, catch up, get suggestions, talk through things. This was a wonderful, wonderful experience. There was Kip, but the day got away from me and I had to work on too much shit today to get the pancakes going, so I figured just seeing me get drunk and ramble on about music could have made up for a little bit. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow night for GTA 3. We're still on a mission from God.